Well, hey everybody, welcome to day one of our 5-day goal setting course. I'm your host, Melanie MItro. Super excited to be on this journey with you. And I know it's gonna fly by, and before you know it, we are gonna be on day 5 and on our way to setting really amazing goals. But before we can actually do that, we've gotta do this really important step. And honestly, I do believe that today might be the most important day of this entire 5 days together. Now, the one thing that we're gonna talk about today is crafting your vision. Very important. As I was reading, as I was doing research, as I was planning out this course for you all, the one thing that kept popping off the page at me was this idea of vision, and that you can't set goals unless you know why you're doing what you're doing. I'm sure that many of you have heard of Simon Sinek's book, It Starts With Why, and he even has a new one that he just recently put out called Finding Your Why. And that book also, again, very much so parallels what we're gonna do today. So crafting your vision, basically you need to have a vision. Your vision is your roadmap. You actually need to have a vision before you can set your goals. Your vision essentially is your why, and it gives you the direction for your desired future. Honestly, if you don't have a vision, you might find that your goals are very defeating. And maybe you're sitting here right now and you've gone through the past 12 months or 24 months or 48 months of your business, and you have said to yourself, man, I have accomplished things in my life and I felt unfulfilled. I've accomplished benchmarks and goals that my company or my business has set for me. And once I achieved the goal, it wasn't all that it was cracked up to be. And I didn't really find that it filled a void or filled a purpose for me. And it just left me feeling a little demotivated and defeated. Or maybe you've been constantly pushing towards a goal and working hard to get there, and maybe not making it or reaching that goal, and still feeling yourself feeling very defeated and unfulfilled. So what we need to do is, before we can set goals, before we can define where we want to go in our life, we need to know why. And you're going to hear me ask you multiple times throughout this next week, why? Why is that a mission of yours? Why is that a core value? Why is that a purpose? Why does that make you feel fulfilled? Because there is something more than just earning $1,500 a month, or helping 50 people achieve their goals. There is more to life than achieving a certain status within your company. There is a significance and there is a reason, and is very much tied to who you are as a purpose, as a person. So what I want you to do is download the worksheet that I have attached in this email today, and I want you to take some time to find a quiet space and clear the distractions, turn off the computer, put your phone on silent, right? And just get out a piece of paper, get out your crafting your vision worksheet and a pencil, and I want you to just journal. And maybe what you do is maybe you even just journal on a blank sheet of paper first. But I gave you very specific questions, because as you're going through this process, I want you to not just spend 5 minutes writing this all out and turning it over and walking away and saying, I did this. I want you to really think about it. The first thing on this paper says, what makes you happy and fulfilled? What in your life brings you joy? Think about the things that really make you excited, that make you want to get out of bed in the morning. And it doesn't need to be anything related to your business. It doesn't need to be related to the company that you work with. I want you to think about what really makes you happy, what makes you fulfilled, what brings you joy. Also, the second thing is, what makes you feel accomplished? So what in your life makes you feel like you are successful, right? So when these certain things happen, you say to yourself, I have made it. I feel good. I am on fire. The next thing is, what are your core values? What things do you hold to a high standard? What things that if somebody said to you, how are you going to operate your business or your life, or how are you going to teach your children, or, what are the core values of your relationships? What would you say? What are those characteristics? I want you to write those down. And then what are you passionate about, right? What are your passions in life? We all have different passions. And as I was sitting here doing this exercise with you, right, this is mine. this is actually my rough draft, I started to write down the things that make me excited, right? So teaching and speaking and helping people in their nutrition and their fitness. I get really excited. And when you find out what your passions are, those will be the things that when you start to explain them to other people, you can feel the natural excitement. It's not draining. It doesn't make you exhausted. It doesn't make you feel defeated from the get-go. Those are the things that set you on fire. Those are the things you're really excited about. All right, and what do you believe to be your purpose? So what do you believe that your reason for being here right now is? What is your purpose in this world? What do you feel like you have been called to do in some way, shape, or form? And even again, if it's not related to your business that you are in right now, what do you believe that your purpose is? And then how do you envision your life? Sit back and think about your life. Close your eyes. Allow yourself to just fast forward 5 years, 10 years, 15, 20 years from today. How do you want to live your life? Who do you want to spend your time with? What will be your career? What sort of income will you be making? Where will you live? Who will you be spending your time with? If you could accomplish anything that you want in life, where do you envision? What were your relationships with those that you love, with your children, with your spouse, with family members and friends? What will all of those things look like? And maybe you're going to need 2 sheets of paper to do this activity, but I want you to sit down and craft that vision. Then you're going to take a step back. Maybe you need to take a moment and walk away for a little bit and sort of let this all kind of marinate and think about this. And then from there, I want you to say, what is my vision? What is it that I feel extremely called to do? What is my why? It has nothing to do with goals, but what is your vision for your life? That thing that just drives you forward, that we are going to use to make sure that all of the goals we set throughout this week actually come back and relate to that vision statement, so that everything is going to be purposefully aligned to help you turbocharge your future and your next 12 months of your business. All right? All right, this is your assignment for the day. When you are done, I want you to take a little snapshot of this crafting your vision, share it with your accountability partner, share it with your success partner, share it with our community page, talk about what this exercise uncovered for you, and just let's have an open discussion about it, because this is how we really get down and fine tune this vision and this why, is by having the open discussion. Sometimes the things that are right in front of us, we don't see because we're immersed in it every single day. All right, let's get to work. It is day 1. I've got you for 5 days, so let's make it happen. I will talk to you guys later. Bye, everybody.